So I'm on the run for about a month. And at my apartment, man, like what an idiot. Why am I still being at my apartment when I know my probation officer knows where I live? She takes an undercover cop, comes to my house. I'm walking out my apartment and he looks at me and says, "Hey man, do you know this guy?" It was a picture of me. I'm like, shit, ain't this a bitch? Yeah, I know. I know that motherfucker. And I just remember riding in that car, knowing I had no bond, listening to Nice every now and saying, I wonder when I'm gonna put these basketball shorts on again. I was born in Houston, Texas on the South Side, January 17, 1988.
When I was about 14, I was at home alone, my parents were gone, and I was looking at some movie. It was a really, really good movie, and during the credits, I was just watching the credits, and I saw the name, but it was spelled different. And so I figured they probably pronounced it different. But when I saw it, that's what I pronounced. I said, oh, Keraun. And I said, I like that name. If I ever have a son, I'm gonna name him Keraun. There it is.
Keraun is he's a different personality, but each one of the kids are a different personality, so.
They would always say that I was mischievous. They use the term bad a lot too, but mostly it was mischievous.
Like, if he didn't want to do the dishes, Keraun would take the dishes out and throw them in trash. You would be like, where are the forks? We don't have any forks. There's 2 forks left. And I remember one time going out to the trash or going to the garage and just seeing a stack of dishes and forks and things, and I'm like, wow. And come to find out, if you get everybody together, at the time we had the 3 oldest, and you get everybody together, and that's how you figure out who done what. They would always say I was into shit. That was their thing, you're into shit.
Keraun is able to earn a living and make money for the same things he used to get whoopings for, if that kind of makes sense. From a little bitty baby, he had to be the show, the center of attention. If his sister was talking or his brother was talking, he gonna talk over. If they did something, he was gonna find a way to come back with, something better. Never hating, not that, but just, I'm the center of attention.
Keraun was about 5 years old. He was in daycare, and he would watch this movie called A Soldier Story every day, every night, Saturday 3 times. He loved that movie, A Soldier Story. It's kind of a racially charged movie, so the main character gets drunk and the MPs come to pick him up, and at the time he tells them, I'm not gonna do anything that white people say do. So at that time, Keraun watched that movie a lot, so the next day at the daycare, the owners of the daycare were 2 Caucasian, husband and wife, and they asked Keraun to move from his seat and go to another one. Well, Keraun turned around and looked at both of them and said, well, I'm not doing anything white folks say do, no more.
As a kid, I loved basketball. I loved Allen Iverson, so I would wear a headband. I tried to grow braids. Basketball, Power Rangers, man, that's what it was all about. Trying to be the new Black Ranger. I have a video about me being the nigger ranger. I got a video where I'm the nigger ranger. That would be my name, just the nigger ranger. Probably have like the Negro American colors, as my suit or something like that. I got bullied, man, a lot as a kid, man. It actually was bad. I got bullied so much that I remember going home and telling my dad I had got bullied. When we moved to St. Louis for a couple months when he was playing for the Rams. I got bullied so bad that I came home, and I had marks all over my back, and I was like, Dad, it's all right because I'm not tripping. I curled up and they would just hit me in the back. It didn't even hurt. They would just hit me on my back.
So I said, look, I want you to find your brick, or you use that tray in the cafeteria, and you go and you knock them upside their head, and you don't stop hitting them until somebody pull you off of them.
So I went to school that next day, and I was like, I'm gonna hit you upside the head. I'm gonna take a brick and I'm gonna do what my dad told me, because my dad told me if I don't hit you with a brick, he gonna beat my ass. I ain't gonna get my ass whooped. I'd rather just hit you with a brick and then they'll kick me out of school, and I don't wanna go to school anyway because I'm getting bullied. So I went out there with a brick. Thank God the little boy was nowhere close to where I can get the brick to his face the whole day. But they knew, man, I had that brick, and that was all because of my dad.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy KevOnStage. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek at the No Way Out documentary, The King Keraun Story. I produced this. It's directed and edited by my good friend Vincent Powell. It's Keraun's story from his mouth, his parents, his friends, story of why he went to prison, how he overcame the cycle of going back and forth to prison, went from Instagram to YouTube to television, and is now starring in his own feature film, Major Deal. And when you pre-order that film, Major Deal, you get to watch the entire documentary today for free right now. That's one of the pre-order gifts. If you download or pre-order the movie, you can watch the documentary right now and find out his story. It's really amazing. So I hope you'll do it. We actually, if you look at this clip here, we actually went to the prison where Keraun was released, and he had not been back there since he was released about a little over 3 years ago. So it was a little emotional, to see that thing. But it's an amazing story of triumph, overcoming all odds. He didn't look. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, guys. You could be watching it right now. So visit MajorDealMovie.com. Pre-order any of the bundles, the gold, platinum, or diamond, and you can watch the documentary right now. It's your boy KevOnStage. Thank you for everything, for all the support. Major Deal movie coming soon.